Good morning guys, how are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. So this is our Bitcoin morning brief. So straight over to those charts. Yeah, as you can see, we had a nice little break up this morning in the price. We'll just go over to the this levels one first. So yeah, it's pretty obvious what we've got going on here. We were in this range, this little range we were talking about. Got rejected, rejected from the top of the range actually overnight. Yeah, that would have been overnight, 1 in the morning here over my night. I don't know where you guys are, but yeah, and then so that took us to the bottom of the range, bottom of this little box that we're in, where we did get supported, which is obviously great to see. This again is looking very much like another higher low. So we've got low, higher low, very barely higher low, but high low nonetheless, but also a very bullish wick anyway. So that speaks more to the actual bullish nature of this little move we're in. And then then another pretty very good looking higher low here. So I mean, we could easily just push through this level now, sustain above 9,800, play this range out and push up. I mean, yeah, failing that we could come back under, but I do think we have significant bullish sentiment in this shorter time frame move to basically, even if we only make the middle of this range, say 9,600, we'll still get back up to here. That's what I'm looking at anyway. Obviously we've got sort of two tops here, but this top is for the most part, the candle bodies is higher. If we actually look, even on a wick basis, you can see it's higher. So that's good. But yeah, you can see a lot more bodies close at a higher level than close here. So we can class that definitely as a higher high. So yeah, so what I'm looking for now is another higher high. But obviously, as you'll be aware, it pushes us very close to these levels. So I just can't see. I can't see a higher high above here triggering, not triggering a move above these levels and basically onwards and upwards to our big macro mid 10,000 levels. That's what I'm thinking here. But yeah, nonetheless, we could have a bit of a retrace here, to just because we're not fully through this level, this zone, this level. We've not fully confirmed this as now support. So until we do get through, confirm that as support, that will be our base to push through. But yeah, until we do that, we can still fall back into this range. It's completely reasonable, as long as we are held up by this range now, because this is what I would consider, especially on the 4-hour chart, is our new local low. So if we do take out the local low, I mean, if we take out this local low, which corresponds to this zone here, this mid 9,500s, I think we can pretty much expect to move down to around the 9,100. And then because we would have confirmed that as a low lower than this low, we will probably have some momentum to quite easily break through the zone and take it down to mid 8,000s. So again, that isn't necessarily the worst thing for the overall trend. It will get us some more momentum on the higher time frame. You can see we've sort of got a trend line coming in here, so it could take us down to this zone and bounce up. But at the moment, as we're looking at it, that isn't, I think, what is the most likely scenario. You can see 4-hour Stokes looking like they're going to cross back up. Yeah, and 4-hour we've finally regained that exponential on the RSI, which is a good sign. Let's have a look at the 12-hour. Yeah, 12-hour Stokes, they are looking pretty toppy, but we can stay in this range. We can stay in this range there or thereabouts. I mean, you can see here we had a few dips down, but we still stayed pretty strong, and then regained the range again. And then yeah, daily RSI is above the exponential, which is good. Sorry, not daily, 12-hour. And let's have a look at the daily now. Yeah, these daily stochastics looking very good here. Looking like we are gonna come into this zone and have a little play around here for a bit, which I think, any sustained action in this zone here is gonna blast it. I mean, it's gonna blast us through this level. It's gonna blast us through 11,000. It's gonna take us through 12,000. I think if these daily stochastics, when does this take us up to? The 1st of June. This little period here, this little block here. If we get up to here and stay around this zone like we did here, like we did sort of there, we are going through this zone. We are going through 11,000 days. You could call it 12,000 really. I mean, the top of the zone about 12,000. We're blasting through there. That is what's going to happen if we do that. So I mean, from there, obviously, when we can have a bit of a cool off and a bit of a retrace in these stokes. But unless that, but obviously until that happens, yeah, that is what we're looking at. I mean, these daily stokes are getting divergence away from each other as well. You can see the faster period moving away, so that is a definite signal of trend strength and moving into the basically the very bullish zone. And then yeah, you can see exponential as well. We can zoom this in a bit. How do we zoom this in? We just double click on it. Actually, we click on the wrong thing here. Yeah, you can see we've regained this now. And yeah, I mean, if we can start making moves up in this here now, you can see the exponential. I don't know why it sounds wrong when I say that. I am saying it right. The exponential is sloping upwards now as well. That's what I want to tell you. It's sloping up. So again, that is a positive sign. A positive slope is a positive sign for price action. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at on the daily. Right, over to our range and stop. Right, I have to it's not a confession, but basically I have to cook my food like every 3 or 4 days, and I did it this morning, and I was keeping an eye on my phone at price action. It was like, well, we're just around here not doing a lot. I didn't turn my desktop on. I didn't turn these computers on, and I didn't see this buy signal here. And I know like hindsight trading is great, but I can tell you now for certain I would have taken this buy trade. I know that we're in the red zone here, but I told you yesterday I took this buy trade. Which buy trade did I take? Which one? I took a buy trade yesterday. Yeah, maybe it was this one. Which one did I take? What level did I buy? I bought 9,500. So what buy trade could it have been? Yeah, sorry, it was this one here. Yeah, so I took this buy trade the 18th. Yeah, that was the 18th. So I did take this buy trade yesterday. As you guys know, I told you guys. Even though we ticked into sell here, because I was saying this larger time frame dominator has obviously been dragged down by that. So I did take that buy trade. And then I told you I wasn't taking the sell trade here. And then also I said overnight I was going to turn the bots off. This was the buy trade that was coming in over before when I did my video last night, and I was saying, even though obviously I am pretty bullish, because I think this is only red because of the previous move down, I was like, I do want to just leave it longer to get some resolution to side. I said either we're going to break down and stay red, or we'll just move back up, and then it will eventually start going green. Yeah, so again I had the bots off, but we had the sell trade here, sell trade on this candle, which would have worked out as a decent trade. But again, I told you I had the bots off last night. It's just the CME scam wick has sort of messed things up a bit. But this morning there were two things. There were basically two reasons. I mean, I would have taken this because you guys know that I was taking some buys, even though with red here. But also there's the slope analysis of this. This is coming back to green. So yeah, it's coming back to green. So I would have taken it, and and just annoyingly I didn't. So I mean, what else can I say about that? But either way, it just showed to the efficacy of the trading, of this strategy that I use and these indicators. And ultimately, it just comes down to this scam wick down to close the gap, the CME gap we had, that has sort of interfered with my trading basically the past couple of days. So yeah, it just can't be helped. I mean, we even got the great sell trade there. But again, like I said, I wouldn't have taken that. But though, what I would say is that this was one I told you guys I was contemplating taking. I was contemplating it on the basis that I was expecting a scam wick down to close the gap. So when would it be? There's never as good a time as any to take sell trade as when my system is telling me to take one. Obviously ignoring this part of it. But what I will say, the indicator, even if you take the buys and sells, they can often work out well. But I just think overall, with this larger time frame, basically input that I use, this does eliminate more bad trades than it does eliminate profitable trades. So whilst yes, this is a profitable one overall, even though this was green, overall it will eliminate more bad trades than it will good ones. So that has to then obviously increase your overall performance. So that's just what I want to do. I mean, I think that I mean, this is just general risk management. If you have a process that that can be more certain, but just less often, you can just crank up your position size based on that higher level of certainty, based on that. So I'm sure you guys understand what I'm saying there. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for today, for this morning anyway. I do feel like we will yeah, I do feel like we're on the daily now. Let's go to the 4 hours so we can zoom in a little bit. I do feel like we have momentum now to basically hold and stay over this 9,800 level. And if we do that, if we say we close like a 4 hour above here, consolidate above, I think we are going to make this move above 10,000, which is going to trigger all sorts of stops for people short in this market, and then blast us upwards. I mean, yeah, failing that, if we break back down and then we take out this zone here, I don't think this will offer this 9,100 will offer much support. You'll maybe have some temporary shorter time frame support, but then I do think we will be making our way at least down to well, around just around the mid 8,000. So that's the downside. So yeah, yeah, remember, it's not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Should always do your own research, and yeah, I will speak to you guys soon.